Speaking freedom, giving you the answers to be free.
We use the client to develop, to grow, and to bring out the best in themselves. We are simply a tool to help you learn how to make better decisions. Not just one decision, not just today, but for the rest of your life. Encouraging each person through each trial and tribulation.
Work call. Yeah, man. Gotta go in here and dance, but I don't get tired.
Sometimes I like to just... Okay, so the reason why I started doing videos and stuff is because literally sometimes I will be just riding, click it or ticket. I just said it and ain't did it. So sometimes I just be like riding with thoughts in my brain already of some shit. And so when I be riding and low key be ready to start talking to myself about whatever it is that I'm mentally trying to process. So I think it's very healthy to talk to yourself to some extent. Oh, that ain't my, that's just goddamn seat next to me feeling heavy. So I think that it is very healthy to talk to yourself and respond to what you're thinking out loud to yourself in some instances. Now, I'm not saying it's okay to whatever you do is okay. Okay, let's start there. But what I will say, so that I can foolish prove what I'm saying, is that it is something related to mental health when you begin to or see people that are yelling and having conversations out loud in public, and it is more of them warring with an alternate personality or something that's going on within them. That is very different than when I'm talking about, I be talking out loud my thoughts so that I can hear how it sounds. Because sometimes, not all the time, just sometimes, you could be thinking something and in your brain it don't sound that bad. You know, like you can rationalize when it's just a thought inside your mind because, okay, this is what I'm thinking. Maybe that's for real. But on the flip side, if you say that shit out loud, you either gonna go with what you're saying or you gonna be like, okay, now this shit sounds dumb as fuck and this is not the way I would normally move. Or it could be against advice that you would normally give. So if you want great advice about your life, there are two people you can go to. You can go to God about your life and figure out, you know, what God says, thinks, and shows you about yourself. And you can go to yourself. Those are the two most reliable sources for great advice about your individual life. Now, listen. I am a life coach. So it sounds crazy for me to tell you that God and your own self are the two best people to go to for advice, because I'm supposed to tell you that coming to me is the best thing to do, and paying me to come to me for advice is what you should do, because I'm trying to run the numbers up. That is the typical conversation that you hear when you see videos like this. Is somebody trying to, I don't want to say scam you, because I do offer classes, but the classes are based on the books, and the classes go a little bit deeper than the books because it gives you worksheets, it gives you activities to do, things to help you work on you. But the difference between other people's classes and my classes, it's not like I'm doing something, or you know what I'm saying, so different. The difference really is I am purposed, called to, assigned, helping other people learn how to trust their own self again, how to listen to themselves, trust what they think. If they don't think thoughts that they can trust, help them reorganize how they see life, things, people, places, and I'll help them to think again and trust themselves again. If they don't trust how they talk, if they don't trust what they think, if they don't trust, who they are, because of people don't trust themselves for various different reasons. One of the main reasons is because they've been told that they're wrong, even in situations they were right. They've been gaslit and led to believe that they don't think good things, or the right things, should I say. Or they've made decisions about their own lives that hurt themselves, and now they are scared. I can identify with this and the other one too. And now they are scared to make decisions because the decisions that they made before hadn't been so good. It hadn't gotten them to the place where they really wanted to be. So when you meet somebody like me, again, yes, you will have to pay for the class. Yes, you will have to pay me for a coaching session if that's what you chose to do. But the goal of you doing that isn't because I'm trying to run the numbers up. I mean, the numbers will go up regardless, but that's not the number one goal. The number one goal is to make the information available to you and for you to invest something in it so that you take yourself and the information that you get serious. Now, this video done spun off into something else, because I think when I was starting this video, I was just, like in a talking mood, and then I started talking about why and how I start making these videos. So, I make these videos literally because I just be thinking out loud. And so instead of thinking out loud and talking to myself, even though I think it's perfectly fine, it's healthy to reason within yourself out loud so that you can hear what's going on in your mind. Again, sometimes you could just hear back what you're thinking and you'll be like, man, quit tripping. You tripping. You will tell yourself you tripping because you heard out loud what you was thinking and that shit didn't make sense. A lot of times people do dumb shit or shit that they not necessarily trying to do and or supposed to do, really because they didn't hear that shit out loud. They didn't hear how it sound. They didn't hear what it, I am guilty of both. There's definitely been some things that I've experienced in my life, online, offline, in person, not in person, that if I would have said that shit out loud to myself, I would have checked myself. But because I was caught up in the moment and wanted to believe something else, I just was trying to, rationalize with my mind, even though I knew and could tell it was on some different time. You know what I mean? So, literally saying it out loud sometimes helps. So this is why I do the videos. I never was doing videos necessarily because I wanted to be seen, or wanted to be heard just to be heard. I believe that the things that I say in these videos not only can be, but is very helpful for those who are drawn to listening to me. Again, when you are a visionary, you cannot just give yourself away. I used to give myself away. I would give all of my ideals. I would tell everything about myself, what I was thinking, what I was doing, what I was planning, what I wanted to be. Some of it was shared so that now that I'm living everything that I said, I could really go back and pull up like, hey, yo, I said I wanted to do this and did it. I said I wanted to do that and did it. Like, okay, this is the thing, right? It's a lot of scammy shit that be going on. And when I say scamming, I'm not necessarily saying they doing some shit that they don't know, but they're teaching you how to do shit that could get you jammed up or get you, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they might be doing some fucked up shit that be like fraud, scammy, like, you know what I'm saying? It's scammy because it ain't really like it's a loophole, but not a good loophole. So there was a time where they called me loophole shoulder because I figure out the loopholes to things. Like, it don't be loopholes. For real, it just be like the things that you need to know. And if you don't know it, then you will fall victim to not knowing some information. Kind of like, I mean, for my religious people, like when the Bible say people are suffering from the lack of knowledge. It's not that the information isn't present. It's just that people don't know the information or where to find it, or are too afraid to go look for the information. So when you have somebody like me who literally loves to learn, gets drawn into rabbit holes, because if I hear something and it don't sound quite right, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna figure out what the heck is going on, what it is, what it could be, what it's supposed to be. I'm just look. This is just the nature of who I am as a person. I just look shit up all the time. Don't matter what it is. Don't matter, like, if I'm thinking about it, I am gonna figure out the narrative behind it, what it means, and a whole bunch of other things. So, like, when I make these videos is really more so just what I be thinking about. And I don't even remember what I was thinking about when I started this video that made me think, let me just record. But I think I know what it was. And it was really me thinking about how I am going to always work to achieve something greater than me or myself or where I am right now. Because literally, you know, I do Speaking Freedom. I've been doing Speaking Freedom since my daughter was born, at least, at minimum. So that means that I've been doing Speaking Freedom for about 16 years. I'm a life coach. I'm an author. I've been an author for 20 years this year. I published my book, It's My Time, back in April of 2006. I started writing it in 2004 when I was in the military, after I came back from Iraq, and I wanted to write about my overall experience. It was a very therapeutic process for me. I think it helped me get over a lot of the trauma and the things that I had been through and experienced, and the way it was created, it allowed me to get other people's opinions that agreed with, you know, not agreed with, but was able to verify the things that I was saying versus, you know, where I had come from versus where I was going. And so the whole book process was very therapeutic to me. So now, over the years, when I first started doing this, and this is kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, I used to write a lot online. I used to give away all of my ideals. I used to, you know, just do a lot when I was, after I got divorced and I was creating my books, the faith series, spiritual human behavior. When I was doing all of that, it was a process of me growing out loud, living my truth out loud. A lot of the things that are going on now with people in social media, I was doing that 10 years ago, as far as like just sharing my story and, you know, my building process, and, you know, so before I get caught up in that, so just the growth process from creating all these years, it has, I am not in an industry. I'm in a high value industry, and that has a high volume as well. But the thing is that I am not for sale. So that means that in areas where other people would leverage themselves as the commodity, and like do a lot of things that is geared towards selling people and convincing people of different things, I am not one of those people. I don't operate like that. And so although I have books and stuff now, a lot of the things that I do are things that I cannot necessarily spiritually, not like I can't, spiritually I won't charge for. So a lot of the things that I do, I have to be drawn to a person to do it. The way that I've propositioned everything now is that if you've taken a class or something, then I can help you through the class. So my courses are not just things that are fillers. My courses literally are to help you to understand yourself better so that you can move in better ways that will benefit your life, your soul, and your purpose. So when I say I have classes and stuff, it's not random classes. It's classes to teach you how to be a better you, so you won't need to keep buying classes from people that is good at selling classes, and all the money that they really making mostly is from selling you a class. So I mean, listen, I went through a lot of years of like, man, I ain't buying classes from random people about random shit. And then I got to a space where I was like, maybe I'll buy a class here or there. Maybe I'll figure out, this or that. But then I have bought classes, but I've also realized that there are a lot of people that they don't mean no good. Everything they do is a money ploy and a marketing scheme. And I don't want to say scheme, but tactic, because everybody ain't scheming, but they're trying to get over. And everything that they do, no matter how good, no matter how spiritual, no matter how, whatever, it is all about how they gonna make another check, how they gonna get some more, and I'm not judging or knocking. That's just not what I do. I've always said that about different people in different fields doing different things, that in some instances and cases can be similar to some of the things that I do. But the truth is, nobody does what I do the way that I do it. And I am very assured about what I'm willing to do and what I'm not willing to do. And that carries me a long way. Now, thank the Lord for my experience in the military and the benefits from that. But overall, I am always looking and seeking to be better, to do better. And so right now I'm in the midst of taking some classes, right? Listen, I will take a class in a heartbeat. And then if I don't like it, I will stop. I will not use the information I got. Listen, I did the MLO class, I want to say probably 2 years now ago. And so I be studying, I be listening. I keep buying the little app, the study app. I be listening to the books. I go through the motions sometimes when I feel like it. But a lot of the times, I don't be feeling like it. So, I done bought this class, and I'm like, damn, I should do the certification, the test for it. And I want to do the test, but then I'm like, damn, do I really feel like doing all this? Because you got to do the test every year. And honestly, a lot of people don't talk about this, but all of those certifications in different states and different things, that shit adds up. And unless you're using it to make a lot of money, it don't be worth it. So right now, I don't know if, okay, I'm not going to act like being a mortgage loan officer or a loan officer in general would not be a good thing, and that I've never been in a position where I didn't make money from it, but I be having a guilty conscience about doing certain things because I be feeling like, well, I don't want to put you in, you know what I'm saying, in the hole, or, you know what I'm saying, even though my rationale is I've always confessed to be the lender, not the borrower, and helping somebody buy a home is a great experience, especially if they actually qualify for it and can afford what comes with it, because you get the equity and all of that just as much as the maintenance and stuff too. So, you know, like, I'm always seeking to learn things that could better myself and better others too. And I just don't want to be stressed. I don't necessarily want another job. I mean, I really ain't had no job in 16 years. I ain't worked for nobody else in no, I haven't worked for anybody else in 16 years. I do, as a massage therapist, work with some organizations that pay me as an independent contractor, but I do not work for them. I work with them. And so I've tried to get jobs and different things, but it don't necessarily be for me. It could be a number of things. My resume is a little bit different, although I do have a degree. You know, I haven't worked in a long time other than my own thing. And right now I'm just talking because I'm wasting time as I'm waiting on my daughter, but I should be doing this class that I brought my damn thing for to do. But I started talking on this thing, and now I'm goddamn been neglected the fact that I said I was gonna do this class while I was waiting. Anyways, she looked like me because I got on some bullshit right now too while I'm waiting on my daughter to come out of school. Anyways, nonetheless, yeah, so I don't do videos because just for the sake thereof. I think I do videos that are helpful. I don't record a video every day. I do videos that can be beneficial to others, that can explain some things. Understanding is amazing. And sometimes people need somebody that can talk on a level that they can receive. And I strive to be that person when I can be. I don't even remember what I was going to actually say when I was starting this video, but then it just started. And then I started explaining how I started doing videos to begin with, because, you know, some people might not know that that I write books. Some people might not know that I have had podcasts since Blog Talk Radio. I've been a mover and a shaker for a very long time, Black Planet style. And so, yeah, I am just continuing to evolve, and as I grow in my story, I try to make videos to document the process, but also to help other people that's in the process, because it might be somebody else that may not even be where I am currently. So they may not know. They may not, you know what I'm saying? They may be like, man, what am I going to do? And I'm here to let you know, hey, I'm not necessarily a millionaire at this moment, but I'm always working to find fulfilling things to give my life meaning, to give me things to do, like, because I don't work a regular job. And, you know, I need to make sure that I fill my time up wisely. So instead of watching a whole lot of reality TV, or instead of, you know, being in a whole lot of drama and gossip and I learn new things. And if I'm interested in it, I'll stay in it. And if I'm not, I'll take a class and move right along, okay? I have taken all types of classes, and that's really why I be so knowledgeable about different things, because if I find interest in it, I will take a class, and then I will figure out if it's something that I really want to do for real, or if it's just something that I was interested in the past. That's how I find a lot of information that I have. That's how I've learned a lot of the things. That's how I've come across different books, because I be thinking about something and I will just Google or look it up, or I'll go on to Apple Books. That's the book store that I use for my audiobooks. I'll go on Apple Books and I'll look up a topic, and literally I will seek to learn information or anything that crosses my mind. And then if I learn something that I think would be helpful, this is why I be having so much shit to talk about. I done studied psychology, I done studied personal finance. I got a video about that that's gonna get posted that ain't posted yet. And I don't even know if I'm gonna post this video, especially without putting some visual on it, because I'm out here in my house robe. I'm dressed, but you know, I was at home. I ain't left the house all goddamn on date. I've been at home in my office working. And I just had to come and get my daughter, which is just a quick pickup. Once she comes outside, I don't have to go in or get out the car. I'm just waiting on her. So I might post this video, and I might not. You know, my eyes be dark and all of that, and it might be telling y'all why I don't be posting the video. So if you see the video and I post it, just know I don't care. I can't help it. And if you love me, and if not, fuck it. Nah, don't fuck it. Like, I wish you the best no matter what. Like, I don't care if I don't talk to a person or if they did me wrong. I still wish them the best. I don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody just because I had a bad experience with them in a moment or instance, because people have bad experiences with me in some moments and instances. And those experiences don't make me bad. That just mean that they might have caught me at the bad time or whatnot. Yeah, so I'm just bumping my gums while I wait for my daughter to come outside. She's in school, choir rehearsal, and they doing Mean Girls for they... Oh, shit, I lost it. They doing Mean Girls, so they could be having... They got practice every day until 7. I mean, I am so proud of my daughter in this thing, because this is the first thing that she's really committed to. So she doesn't have a job yet, and she hasn't really committed to getting her driving skills up, but she has committed to this theater program, and I love that for her, because I have to allow her to go where she, you know, can feel welcome, seen, and that she's got interest in. But yeah, I'm just out here waiting on my child. But I'm about to do this class, so I'm gonna get off of here, because I'm sure she's gonna be coming out momentarily, because baby, these kids are starting to come out of the door and they are done for this evening, so I gotta go. But anyways, all right, y'all, this is like one of those ramble videos, because I started talking to myself about how much I hustle and how much I'm, you know what I'm saying, always seeking to better myself. And I was like, well, damn, let me do a video. And then doing a video about why I'm doing a video is so like, we've been talking on this thing for 30 minutes. But it was all good though, because I hope that it shares insight with you. Like, some days I do a lot of work, some days I don't. Some days I just chill. You got to go with the flow of where you are designed to go and how you are designed to do things. So until next time, I am about to take this class. I am about to take this class.
I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I succeed, at least I live what I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all inside of me is sexual chocolate.
Thank you for joining Speaking Freedom as we continue to assist you with your daily growth and intuitive wisdom. Loving is a lifestyle and we love to love. Inspiration is how we fuel faith. Please join us daily for your inspiration and motivation.
We have the entire world to offer you at your fingertips. Your life enhancement coaching specialist. Thank you for choosing us to assist you in accomplishing your personal and professional goals. And have a beautiful day. In love, we trust. This is brought to you by Good Head Group, Love Gang, and Speaking Freedom. We thank God for you.